well, again, I don't know when Nox is coming in, but we'll just summarize. Would anyone like to take a crack at summarization from the last session we have done?
I nominate Shred.
That was a poor nomination because my primary memory is that we were trying to find someone in the swamp and a house was on fire.
See, that's
the house
why
is
I
no longer on
nominate you.
fire.
I'm always curious what you remember from the last sessions.
And what's bad is I can't remember the frog's name. And now I feel bad.
It's okay.
PB almost went to war with the frogs.
Yes, you did. You're pretty much on a war path with everybody just to gain peace.
Not of his own intent.
It's a peace path.
He did not choose the peace path. The peace path is actively being chosen for him.
True enough. Yeah, so after you guys have left the Wandering Inn, Drake pretty much told you to be careful and that if you are going to make any deals with Belborna, it's ill-advised. But in order to take down the 3 hags, not only just Belborna, but the other 2 that are in Thither and Yon, I believe you also got the names, which was Alderin Moongrave. Sorry. Moon. My own. I can't speak today. I apologize. Come on, Foundry. Oh. Alright, Endelyn Moongrave and Scabatha Nightshade.
Yeah,
Endelyn.
Moonshade.
Yep. And right now the one that you are looking for is Belborna Blightstraw. But you did hear from other toadlings along your way that they have heard of her, but they stay clear of her for their own reasons. But the one who has been talking to her the most is the king of all the frogs currently, and that is King Gallop the 19th. And as you were making your way in the direction where they pointed you, you had almost a little tumble on some rocky paths, and you came across a Calabdur, a stone golem of sorts, and he helped the man formerly known as Sorcerer from falling in the water, because there are things besides frogs swimming in the water. And you also saved against a very alluring tune, but at least all of you are immune to it now. Yay! Don't know what it was, but as you cross paths, you did come across a very tall fire, especially one that was not a typical fire and more of a very nuisance enchanted like one. As you went to go help a frog called sorry. Wow.
Ikrind?
Ikrind,
I think.
Ikrind, something like that.
Something like that. Ikrind. Yes, Ikrind. He is basically the King Gallop's trusted knight, and he has given Fee a brooch after you guys helped him take down the fire, which was caused by animated coals. But because of that, he still has to take care of the rest of the building, and this is kind of where we left off. You guys are about to leave the establishment as he points you in the direction. Follow the croaking toads, and then you'll find the soggy court.
Follow the croaking toads. Follow the croaking toads. Follow the croaking toads.
Fuck off. Oh, wait. That's not what toads say, is it? This is a PG adventure.
So with that, adventurers,
Croak off.
what would you like to do?
Is the building around us, has all the fires been put out? Are there any, like, cinders or anything still kind of gleaming or glowing anywhere?
No, they are all taken care of. The last bit of the segment of your battle is that you finished off the last coal, and the last splashes of the swamp water has distinguished any remains of cinders, wind, or sparks of any kind. It's just now you're surrounded with pretty much a little bit of smog, of smoke, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing of too much harm or anything like this stuff. Oh my gosh, can't talk today, so I'm sorry. Just smog.
That's unfortunate. You're the GM.
I know. But there is no harm to be seen, and Urquin right now is picking up a broom and trying his best to clean up. Urquin. I don't know why I keep calling him Urquin, but Urquin.
Ickrind.
Ickrind.
Yeah,
Thank
there we
you.
are. Right. Fee would probably, again, as he's kind of cleaning up, she would start moving about, and where she could, she'd start using her mending tool to kind of, regenerate things, repair things, whatnot. So she's just kind of helping.
Hello, Knox. Welcome in. We just
Hello.
finished the summarization.
Drake belongs in prison.
That has a
not
different
me.
meaning in this campaign.
Yes, it does. And
We
he's
will
still
get him there.
screaming.
There are children in danger, and he's probably the reason.
No. it
You
is
guys took his boots.
Fuck Drake. Fuck his boots. Anyways, I'm walking back from that social obligation I was telling you guys about.
not. Okay.
I'll be back in about 10, 12 minutes, but I'm here muted on speakerphone until I get there.
All right. Sounds great. Thank you. We're marching our way out with Fee being the kind soul that she is, mending some furniture. Oh, you didn't have to do that, girl. It's quite all right. I appreciate it.
Oh, it's no problem. I think my companions are still gathering themselves, so I figure I can help while before we go and see this king, King Gallop, I believe.
Yes, His Royal Majesty Gallop XIX.
A question. Is he very keen about his whole title, or is it okay if we just call him King or Your Majesty?
Depends on his mood, but to be honest, he just recently got the title, so, and that's why I'm a little, concerned, because we bullywogs, especially the ones in the noble soggy court, they fight over it every day. So his life is pretty much on the line as we speak.
Right. If I may, is this King Gallop a genial sort, or is he more of a pompous noble persuasion?
No. He may seem cold and unheartly, but he's a very wise frog. Very good man. Bullywug. Yeah.
Sure, okay.
He's very gentle.
Right, just, I want to be cognizant of what we're walking into, that's all. I appreciate your honesty.
Of course, dear, of course. Just don't let the others know he has a soft side. I mean, he's trying to put up a front, but, being part of the king, you have to look powerful.
Well, there are schools of thought in that, but I'll take your word for it.
Right, well, anything else you would like to ask?
Oh, no, I just helping where I can.
Very well. Well, your help is much appreciated as well as your friends. What are you doing as you all huddle by the front of a non-burning entrance?
Silently shuffling
Oh.
around, apparently.
Well, from last
Yeah.
session, I remember at the very end, did we actually ever learn why the building was on fire?
It was the animated coal.
No, I know the animated coals, but why animated coals there?
Oh. Oh, well, you did not
Did
ask,
we-
actually.
We did not ask. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Brandy is just moping because she made the fire bigger.
Peacebot just kind of marches over and stares the bullywog like full on in the face. Query: why was this establishment on fire? It disrupts the peace of the local neighborhood.
Oh, that's a good question, but from what I understand is that the one, this used to be the balloon factory, and it was under sabotage by what was the other close knight to King Gallop. And right now she's in the dungeons, but her and the Wally Toad is in the cahoots and try to sabotage Balverna's balloon factory, which is where we're standing.
Oh, that's right.
Uh,
You said that there was a knight scheduled to be executed, didn't you say that?
Yes, Morgo, the Knight of Warts.
That's the same one you're speaking of then, yes?
She and Wollywog, I haven't seen Wollywog, but I just know Wollywog and some other thing flew off, but we were managed to capture Morgo, and well, she didn't really put up much of a fight, to be honest. She just kind of actually just let us shackle her and take her to the dungeons.
That's curious.
Oh. It's curious indeed, but I mean, we all have our reasons why we don't like the hag, but that's all I know. I mean, that's how the balloon factory caught on fire, was because I think from what the animated coals are from, they're from the cauldron that Balvarna uses. So, yeah, that's all I know, unfortunately.
If I may be so bold, I know she seems to be a central figure here in the swamp, but what reasons do you have to dislike the witch?
She's quite ugly. But that's one reason. The other reason is, she's been part of... well, let's just say if you cross her path, most of my friends have been slain by her, and even their skins are being taxidermied in their home.
Right.
So, that's reason number 2, and reason number 3, well, yeah, things can't be very trustful, and some of the frogs here, well, they learned firsthand that not all things can come true. And he kind of rubs the back of his head. I can't speak for everybody, but those are the main 3 things, so for me anyways.
All right. Well, thank you for your honesty and yes.
Oh, of course, of course. Oh, and I should say one thing. If if you continue walking around Downfall, be careful of the waters. I think I
Yes.
don't know if you've experienced anything else prior to that, but
The talking stone warned us, yes, of the waters, that other things may lurk there.
yes. He's a good man. Good rock.
Right. Yes. Good rock.
And then Fee just kind of looks up and sees P-Spot there. Is P-Spot still staring, like, inches away from this bullywog's face?
Basically, you just he's not really staring. I mean, it looks like he's staring at him. But yeah, he's doing a bit of a mental note to himself.
Right. BB, I think it's okay to leave him be for now. He's been very helpful.
Statement. Yes. The knights and others known as I don't remember the faction. Have been updated in my database as terrorists, disturbers of the peace.
Well, that's a succinct way to put it, yes.
Is he gonna move or anything? I'm practically seeing seaweed up his. Are those nostrils? What do you call them?
Well,
Clarification. This unit does not contain nostrils, as this unit does not need to breathe.
Oh, well, you have a little bit of. Looks like seaweed, or is it kelp? I don't know, but it's dangling out of your face. Here.
Phoebe just turns to Fee and tilts his head quizzically.
Oh, it may have been when we were walking through the swamp earlier. It does look like you have a little bit of flora stuck in your faceplate. We can extricate it. It's no problem. Oh, Duke Ikrind, it may also suit you. PB here is an agent of peace, and it may suit you to sign his peace contract so that you can be in compliance with, his directives.
Well, as long as he doesn't sign with the other dude, I mean, you do side with King Gallop, yes?
Statement. I sign with whoever agrees to the terms and conditions of peace.
Well, all right, don't get to be all uptighty.
This unit is not able to be all tighty.
Well, that's only philosophically true. You do have some loose nuts that I could probably tighten up.
Fee
Diagnostics
gives a
confirm your
very
statement.
small
This
smile.
unit is still in need of repairs.
All right, well, where's this contract then?
PB pulls out the somewhat soggy but still apparently in-conditioned piece of paper they carries around everywhere.
Oh, I don't know if that's writable, but do you have anything to write with?
PB just looks around, grabs one of the pieces of charcoal that remains of the burned area, and just hands the piece of charcoal.
Oh,
This
I
should
have-
suffice.
Sure. And he tries his best to write on this piece of paper. Does not work very well. And he kind of gives you a very shrugging gesture. Will this do?
PB just scans over it. Thank you for signing the terms and agreements of peace. Turns
Oh.
sharply and just walks away.
Well, bye.
Right. Well, if there's anything in particular you'd like me to repair, I can do it. But I suppose we probably should be heading out.
It's all right, dear. There's too much for you to do in here, and being that I'm responsible to cleaning up over here, I really don't want Belvarna to get on my, pardon my French, on my froggy ass,
Well, I don't think we would want that for you either. So, fare thee well, Duke Grind. We shall hopefully be back soon with good news about King Gallop.
Oh, all right. Well, take care and look out for each other. And again, watch out for the waters.
Of course.
Fee will start kind of walking toward the door.
Hey, Fee,
Yes, Yanara.
that trick you pulled off was really cool.
Oh,
You see a little bit of a blush.
thank you.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, just a little trick, I guess.
I've never seen magic like yours before.
Well, many gnomes and dwarves have been studying back in the Ironshine Hills, so we may. Not a whole lot of outsiders come and join us, so I guess the magics that they've developed, I guess have not spread. But I guess I'm glad.
She kind of coughs away a little bit of the smoke.
Well, I guess I'm glad to I guess showcase them.
They developed. You mean they had to work at their magic?
Of
Like,
course.
it doesn't.
Yes. Is that not how it works here in the Feywilds? Do people not study magic and learn to understand the intricacies of the runecraft and the sigil work and understand the mathematical arcano anomalies to generate the way to
Her eyes
harness
are
the
starting
weaves?
to glaze over.
No!
Oh,
I'm sorry. I don't really have to think about it. I could just kind of do it. I can't honestly say I've ever wondered why it happens.
oh,
I just haven't really wanted to look a gift horse in the mouth. You know what I mean?
you know,
She kind of stops and thinks, and she, for a moment, then kind of pulls up her notebook and flips through to one of the back pages, or one of the earlier pages.
that actually that makes some sense. Some of the creatures that we've studied, I think, have traveled. Sometimes that we find in some of the delves that the dwarves did would travel from, I guess, other planes and other realms. The Feywild obviously is one of them. The technology we used to make these, well, you said that magic I did was actually reverse engineered from blink dogs, the small little creatures with temporal inconsistencies, we could say. So I guess it makes sense that a creature who is from the Feywild might also be naturally imbued with its chaotic or otherwise arcane powers.
I'm going to be really honest. I don't think I understood everything you just said.
Oh, right. I'm sorry.
Oh, I didn't mean it as an insult. I just meant that I'm glad that I could at least lead you to some kind of conclusion, even with my limited understanding of what you're talking about.
Oh, of course. Sorry. Magic is very interesting. And again, my people have studied it for a long time, and I think it is very interesting, the properties and applications we can bring it to. So, but if I am boring you, please, by all means, please stop me. Sometimes I may have that problem.
You're not boring me.
Oh, okay.
And again, that little color comes back to her cheeks.
Right.
and then turns. What is Gek like? Right in her face. What is Gek doing in this
Yeah.
moment?
He was listening to you talk, but his eyes had glazed over.
And probably are looking in different directions.
Yes, he understands what you're saying. He just.
By the way, Noko, I don't know if you know this, but your tongue is currently a frog's tongue. Like, it's really long and
Oh.
sticky. And you also want to eat bugs.
For the next hour, that was your rage.
I know exactly what Geki's doing. He's chasing around the little tiny, like little sparks of light come off the fire because he thinks they're bugs. He's chasing little embers that come up.
Now, Fee's watching Gek run around with his long tongue, and she just kind of puts a hand to her chin, her other hand just kind of holding open her notebook, and she just kind of points at Gek.
Now, his magic I do not at all understand. It seems incredibly entropic, and I don't think he understands where it comes from.
I don't think he cares.
That is right. I guess that makes some sense. Right. Shall we? I think we probably should go. The rest are where? Oh, they're outside. Okay. Yes.
Oh, yeah, shall we?
Yes, please.
And
Then
they'll
she
head out.
comes and sees Brandywine brooding outside.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He very gingerly kind of sneaks through the pile up on the stairs.
Gek just launches himself off the staircase.
Dumplemore
wait, don't
follows
forget the
Gek.
leash.
Oh, Gek's not being
my
hung by
God.
the staircase.
He is retiring the soppy white, wet page. It's full of scribbles of some form into his prayer book and ripping out a new page and writes peace on top of it. V2.
Peace V2.
You okay, Brandy?
Yeah, I thought I helped. Well,
Don't, what did they say? Don't beat yourself up over it. You did help.
Brandy, you introduced ice to a fire. That was a perfectly logical thing to do. The fact that it didn't work isn't your fault. You didn't mean to make things worse. That sounded bad, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes things just go awry. It's nothing wrong that you did. It's just that happens sometimes. Like, how is anyone supposed to know that the fire was by a fire elemental thingy being instead of just, being a fire?
yeah, I guess.
I mean, who's like
Brandy,
to do?
I
Sit
turned-
at B to make X-ray goggles or something like that, and be like, "Oh, look at this! I'm super smart and I know it's exactly what it is." Like, the concept's ridiculous. It's this.
Brandy
Uh-huh.
scoffs and grins at that a little bit, but then stands up, patting off her, patting imaginary dust off of her thighs. Yeah, well, hope there's no more stupid coal fire elementals like that again. It's just frogs, ballywogs. They're not
Yeah.
great tippers.
You tippers?
Yeah, back in the carnival, they only pay entry and then they never really do anything except for, well, buy food. At the end of the performances where you can, give a little extra. Pollywogs, never. Absolutely terrible.
Oh, that's what the crowds were doing. I was wondering why people would do that during matches.
What
I
did they
was
do at
just-
yours?
Well, I guess some of them were giving extra money to a few other people in the front. They seem to be well sharply dressed. And I guess I've seen a few egg on some kind of shout. I don't remember many of them while throwing some money. I never saw a gold coin of it. I guess they call that tipping.
What did I miss?
You
Hey,
exited the
Tomoros.
building.
Do you know what this tipping thing Brandy is talking about, where you pay extra money or something?
Oh no.
Ah,
What have you
I've
done?
only heard of this in the less civilized and developed nations of the world, where they do not pay those who provide food a living wage.
Oh my god.
Tomoros, I understood exactly, and he's gesturing with this giant O. 0% of what you said.
Something wrong with Tomoros again?
I think he's
This
speaking
unit will
Muppet.
prepare the funeral rites.
Somebody needs to bang the side of his
Tomoros.
helmet.
You have been watching too much Ox News. Please calm yourself.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ, dude.
For context,
That
I
is
was putting in
inspiration worthy
real-
right there.
For context, I was putting in real foreign phrases that I knew, but removing all the consonants so they were indecipherable.
Heil.
They were
No,
they
no, no, no.
they were very indecipherable.
Very.
Thank you.
Anyways, Brandy, try not to let it get to your head. And I think, as the kids would say, don't let it live rent free. At least charge them some kind of money.
What is a rent?
It's where you pay money for something you don't exactly own, but to at least temporarily use.
This is nonsense.
Where are the toads that are supposed to be rimming the path to the soggy court, GM?
You can roll me a perception check if you like.
What have
Oh,
you
I have
been
a
doing with
passive
my
of
ox?
15, though. Why don't
Can
they
I-
have a passive of 15?
Proficiency plus, like a +2. That sounds about right.
Oh, I don't have a proficiency.
Hmm.
Anyways, I guess I'll roll the perception. Where is our path?
What did you do to my ox?
Did we do something to your ox?
Why is my ox tussling people's hair?
Because Fee was petting it.
Okay,
So-
heard.
I thought that was you being in character because that seems something that Panethiotakis would do.
I mean, probably yes. I just wanted to make sure.
No, that was me. All right. With that 16, Brandywine, despite all the commotion and the chatter that's going on, you're trying to listen as much as you can. I mean, with the fog that's been kind of difficult to see through, you're listening intently until you hear a little faint chatter here and there, and coming from the almost on the opposite side of the building to your right.
Okay. Well, trying to get away from the craziness of the whatever the hell Tomoros is spouting. Gonna start going around. Oh my. Oh my.
And Brandy was never seen again.
This unit will prepare the funeral rites.
Are those props next to the bridge accurate?
Yes, they are accurate.
Brandy lets out a short scream and then puts her hands up to her face.
Wait, where did she go?
Yeah,
It's not like she was stealthing away.
No, I thought you just teleported and disappeared.
No, I'm over here. Over here.
Where's
Brandy?
over there.
Brandy, what's wrong?
She just points at the bridge.
That's all right. As PB kind of takes a further step ahead of you guys, you all start to see a very flat wood plank bridge which spans an arm of the lake, and it's lined on one side of the row of bullywug heads on wooden spikes. And at the very center of this bridge, you spy a small figure, just sitting there with her feet dangling over one side. The figure appears to be talking to itself in bemoaned tones, but then the severed bullywug heads nearby erupt in a cacophony of voices, some indignant, others sympathetic. A few in a more distant row yell, "What? I couldn't hear what they said." "Well, you can never hear anything what they say. You're always daft in the ears." "Oh, don't start with me, woman." What do the rest of you guys do? As you hear multiple voices coming from the spiked heads.
It seems there is some manner of conflict afoot. Perhaps we should investigate and mitigate.
So, just to be sure I understand, the heads are talking.
The heads are talking.
Okay.
Well, you know what PB's gonna do. He walks up to the first head and holds out his nice new fresh sheet of paper that says peace.
The first frog head that you come across, they're missing their eyes. Don't mind the picture, but they sense your presence, and you can see their head moving as they're like, their tongue kind of like looking over their little broken jaw. "Who's there? I know you're there."
Statement. This is Unit Peace Spot and Just a Cause. Do you agree to the terms and conditions of peace?
Screw your peace. There's never peace in Downfall.
PB turns slowly to
Peace
Fee.
then.
Can this unit exterminate and bring peace to this thing? It has rejected peace.
Fee is again back with the ox and Tomaros. She's got a very similar expression to Brandy's. There's just wide-eyed, hands over her mouth, just completely speechless.
I don't
This
think
unit awaits your orders, little Fee.
He thinks he's some hot shot thinking he has orders. He has no orders here. Oh, never they do. No. They never have orders. Damn right they don't.
PB's just gonna kick the stick over.
Oh my god.
I would like to grapple P-Spot.
Why don't we see what happens first?
He can kick the thing all right first.
I mean,
before
he may
you
not
know.
actually go anywhere. He's just gonna sit there and like slightly give in to the provocation by just his ideas. I'm gonna make it peaceful by pushing it into the water. Frogs belong in the water.
I would like to encourage P-Spot.
Sure, roll me
Please, Alan, your honor. You can't let that slide.
your strength check for me, please.
All right, just a ability check.
As you go to kick it, you hear a very distinct ding as the one that you're currently trying to kick over is actually on a metal pike, and it doesn't move.
P-Spot looks over to Fee, raises his like mace up questioningly.
What you do to my spike? Yeah, I felt a vibration.
Oh no.
Yep.
Like put my
Fias-
arm on his Peacebot's shoulders. Please don't. I don't think she's rejected peace. I think she's making a statement that it's hard to find peace.
Did you get Bluff? Always being the annoying one over there and not being able to pinpoint any information. Oh, screw you, Grumple.
Peacebot just turns to you, sorcerer. Statement. This unit will allow you to try to resolve peacefully. If peace is not achieved in the next dialogue, this unit will end that head's peace.
Send him. He's very quite annoying. I could. Me too. Yes, sir. He should die and bubble, boil, and dial. And what's the rest of the rhyme? Ah, who gives a shit?
Peacebot just glares at you, sorcerer, like the intent of do it or I'm smashing this frog's head in.
In the next dialogue, it's pretty aggressive. Timetable.
Oh, find them, says this little small figure. They mean no harm. They're just, dead frogs that have nothing better to do than complain. And then they shake their head and you hear little coins rustle. And then they turn the other way and another shake of coins is heard.
Is this thing? I cannot figure this token out, and it's creeping me out.
You see before you a scarecrow of sorts
Like a lobster hand.
with a lobster hand and a gourd for a head. Not
Can
like
you-
he has a lobster head. I will show you a token.
I was gonna say, can you share the artwork?
I can.
Statement. Do you then accept the terms and conditions of peace and these heads under your care?
Huh?
I-
Yeah.
This unit does not understand the words that have come out of your mouth. Trying to research other translations. No other match has come up.
You said there could be no peace here. Could you expand on that? And are you a brother, you a sister?
You just see this scarecrow shrug. I'm just here, looking for my head, bored out of my mind.
Where is your head? Is it in the water? Can we go looking for it?
I mean, you can certainly try. I never thought about looking in the water myself. I mean, do you even know what's in the water? You just see their claws kind of like wave at you dismissively. Oh, well. Anyways. And they kind of like slowly get up on their feet and you notice that their little big boots that seem a little too big for their feet come stumping towards you. Name's Clapperclaw, the scarecrow.
Clapperclaw. The sorcerer extends out a hand. Call me the sorcerer.
And they call me Tomeros. I come from afar.
Get up for me.
Brandy leans over to Inar. When are they ever gonna learn not to just?
At this point, I doubt they ever will.
But Clapperclaw gives you a weird sort of handshake with their claw, being very gentle as they can. Nice to meet you. So, you guys seem to be new. You're not frogs. What you doing
we are
here? That would
great
be
warriors.
So what?
Great warriors.
Oh, great warriors. Oh. Okay. What business do you have here?
We're going to kill the witch that is stealing all these children.
Jeez, that word. You just see you see the gourd kind of turn again, and you hear that little jingle within the gourd. Wait, you're here to do what?
We're going to kill her with extreme prejudice. Wipe her memory from the lands of this world. It'll be like she had never existed at all.
If a gourd could actually laugh, it would be because you can see the scarecrow is shaking and just pointing in your direction. But all you actually hear is just a whole bunch of jingling coming from them as if they are laughing. You're an idiot.
Huh.
Statement. I like this one. Will you sign the terms and conditions of peace?
And about that claws, and he like snaps his fingers together. I don't think I can write.
Verbal approval is also allowed.
Okay, peace it is.
Peacebot
I
just
told you
starts,
there's
like,
no
noting
peace
down.
here. Oh, shh. Be quiet, Murgus.
I've been called an idiot before. I've been called many things since entering this land, and an idiot has only been several of them.
Well, I'm telling
Why
you.
do you say this?
Why I say this? Because you're going against the hag. Do you have a death wish or something?
I have a death. I don't actually know how to describe this. I have a death mission. One might say a suicide mission. I don't know what that first word means. But if we
Yeah,
complete
this
the
one has
mission and I
rules.
die in the process, I'll consider that's a most honorable end.
Uh-huh.
He seeks peace aggressively for himself.
Yes! Yes!
He points at
You
Peacebot.
don't?
Right. Anyways, that's cool and all, but still, you kind of have a, I don't know, drawing a short straw here if you're going to go against Balvorna. I mean, I came myself from, oh, where did I come from? Oh, where am I now?
Check the source book. It has all the information you would need or require.
Oh, hush. I'm from thither. Granny Nightshade's territory, but I kind of ever since I lost my head, I had trouble going back.
We can help you there. First, we'll kill Granny Nightshade and establish you as
It's
the
not
regent
here,
of the
you-
lands.
Oh my gosh, this one doesn't listen. Is there anyone else intelligent I can talk to?
No, I'm the only one. You must talk to me directly.
I'll talk to you.
Maybe
hey,
you
hey,
can.
Hey, Fleshy.
We've
What's the
heard.
real reason?
That works.
Fleshy.
Bush bag.
What's the real reason why you're here?
Out of character. I think we're trying to find some hags, correct? Hags that are stealing children.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're trying to find some
Yeah.
kids.
And that's the reason we're in this swamp.
Been looking for kids for, I think, a long, long time. At this
Yeah,
point, I don't
I'm
know
just
if they're
trying to make sure
alive
that's-
anymore.
Don't think so either. I just want to make sure we're on the correct path.
We didn't kill a fucking hag. We're gonna take the children back. We're gonna save the children.
We're gonna kill the children and save the Oh, wait a second.
Yeah! Wait, no!
And marry the frog.
Yeah!
Marry the frog.
It's a new
All right,
game
all right,
of
all right.
kill, save, marry.
Mm.
All right, so
Oh,
going back
oh.
in character.
Mhm.
We're trying to find some missing children. I think
Well,
a
you found
hag
one.
might be here.
Hi.
You?
Yeah. What, you think the scarecrow's my body?
Wait. Where's your fleshy bit?
I'm with Granny Nightshade. She kind of trapped my soul into this thing, but I kind of ran away because I didn't want to do her bidding anymore. So, but because I
Oh, okay, okay.
You are awfully knowledgeable for a child.
That's
Oh,
fucked.
yeah.
How do we stop it?
Huh? How do
I
we
said
stop what?
it's fucked. How do we stop this?
Stop what?
Granny Nightshade.
Oh, I don't know.
Inside check.
Wait.
Sure, roll me an insight check.
Again,
Out of-
something that has no face and no other features? That's going to be a fun one.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how to justify. Oh, look at that. Well, it's like knowledge of the Feywild, and this child, quote unquote, might not even be a child. It just sounds like one.
I mean, just by looking at it, it's definitely a very animated scarecrow that can talk. It has a childlike voice coming out of it. And so far, it's just been talking with you, friendly. So it seems truthful. And they have no idea.
Out of character,
Earnest and
Mm-hmm.
we've heard of the name Clapperjaw before.
Yes, you have.
Mhm.
We heard it from the goblin with the locks, didn't we?
Yes, you did. Jingle, jingle.
Jingle Jangle told us to come find Clapperjaw because he can lead us between the realms. He can lead us from hither to thither.
Correct.
Got it. Okay. Keep going. Incite this scarecrow.
well,
Like, look,
hmm,
I have no idea how to take down the hags. I mean, I've been looking for that answer for years. You know how many years that is?
What's a year?
That one's
It's-
stupid. Fleshy, you know what a year is, right?
Tomaros, did you breathe something in when we were dealing with the fire? What's gotten into you?
I breathe things in all the time. I am a normal aspirating being. An aerobic system, as you might say.
Calculations this unit has performed do not add up. You claim to be a child lost. Your knowledge of what soul and other apparitions of the hag seem to exceed that,
Lost.
and you
I'm
speak
not
of
lost.
years.
Ah. He's not listening either. Fleshy. What is your deal with these friends here? They don't listen.
We are listening just fine. We're simply at odds with the mathematics you have presented to us.
I just told you. My soul got forced into the scarecrow because Granny Nightshade, and because I didn't want to deal with her doings anymore, I ran away from thither, came to hither, but then I lost my head. So I have this gourd as my head.
But you have
Where is
stated
this
that you have been
zipper?
in this
How
state for many
fill the
years.
zipper?
That was two different. Sorry.
Salty, you go first, then I'll go.
Okay, I was just saying that, but you have stated that you have been in this form for many years. Thus, you would
Yeah.
not be one of the lost children we are looking for, unless more children have gone missing before our time.
I mean, there's a lot of children in thither. Granny Nightshade makes us work in her factory.
Are you telling me Hitler has been
labor?
taking his children?
Well, she makes us make her toys. And some of
Really?
us have, from what I know, is that it's been a while since I've been back to thither, but some of us were trying to escape, and some things didn't turn out well, like this. And he points to himself with his claws.
2 questions. Toys for whom?
For her. She
What
uses
does
toy
he do with
soldiers.
these toys?
No, they're tall. They're pretty much the same size as you.
I highly doubt that. I am magnificent and massive.
Ah, you haven't seen Granny Nightshade's shoulders. So soldiers. Well, I don't think I don't think you want to see her shoulders either. Ooh.
I would compare them to my own, and I fear that they would be lacking, as my quads are massive.
Okay, sure. But now, first, answering this metal one's question, yes, years. For what I remember, it's been, when I counted, from what all cycles I wasn't thither, it has been 5 years, but I don't know if anything's different. Did you guys just get here?
5 years? That's an
Yes.
extremely long point of time.
Well, most of them have. 2 of us, we live in the Feywild, in the carnival. The Witchlight Carnival.
Never heard of it.
Oh.
Some of us come from the desert, and we find all of this to be bullshit.
Okay, what's a desert?
You know what sand is?
I know what sand is.
Picture a lot of that.
Okay, cool. So you said there was a couple of you that are from the Feywild? Who? Where? Obviously, it's not you, Fleshy. I'm sorry, you don't look the part.
Okay.
What I mean is that you don't have any elf ears or fairy wings.
How
You
would
dress
speak of
funny,
you,
but,
Scarecrow?
huh?
It is in fact the satyr here.
A satyr?
Yanara, social insurance number 525761.
Huh?
Knox, are you
And
sauced right now?
Like me personally or Camiros?
Yes.
Yes. In any case, you're right. If I was sober, I would have gone with the social security number because that's what you fucking degenerate Americans use. Instead of a social insurance number, which makes a lot more sense.
Okay, you said there's a satyr?
Yes, she's right over there.
And he points to the words to the back of the group.
You see him spin in the direction, and even his gourd kind of spins several times before coming to a stop as he places his claws against it and looks in your direction, Yanara.
Uh-huh.
Or what you think it's looking in your direction. You can't tell. It has no eyes.
See how she's got the freaky goat legs?
Freaky.
That's just
Anyways, the
mean.
other one from the Feywild is right here.
I tap on Brandywine's shoulder.
It's rich coming from someone that's never gotten out of his armor this entire time we've been traveling together.
I'm incredibly sanitary in here.
She doesn't
Right.
look like she's from the Feywild either. Excuse me, Fleshy. I'm gonna see what the satyr has something to say. She might know some answers. Hey!
But wait.
What?
So if I know the situation that you're in is really bad, but you're captured by Granny Nature. But are you able to still travel between places?
As long as I get my head. Have you seen my head?
Well, was it in Downfall here last time you heard your head was here?
No.
Well, where could it have gotten to?
I don't know. I remember this giant bunny with a long blue scarf. He stole it from me, and then I had no idea where I went. I just came here, and I thought for a moment because that bunny with the long scarf used to talk with Belvorna, and but I'm too scared to go confront her, because her and Nightshade and Belvorna are hags.
Fear is for the weak.
And I'm going to cast Heroism on the Scarecrow.
Oh no.
What is the... Wait, no, that's not it. I'm in the wrong menu. Give me 2 seconds.
We have
here we
counterspell.
go. There we go. All right. How do I, is that just it? Yeah!
You touched yourself.
I was meaning to touch the Scarecrow.
Okay.
So you come at the Scarecrow to touch it.
Yes, I have my grabby little fingies out, just groping at the Scarecrow, and I say,
Be free, little one. Be not afraid.
Tomorrow's the child. Tomorrow's the child.
I.
Sorry, Key, what were you about to say?
What did you do?
You are not to be afeared. For the next minute, you will feel stronger and braver than you ever have before. Go forth into the world. Lead the way. We shall kill this granny. We shall murder this old lady. She will never collect another social insurance check in her life.
You crazy, Fleshy. Are you sure you're friends with this one?
Yes, we are all friends. We are the greatest of friends. We are a family almost. Let us go kill an old lady who has done terrible things to the children of this land.
I hate to tell you, but Balarna doesn't do anything with children. It's Granny Nightshade.
What?
Yeah.
Let us go towards Granny Nightshade. Let us kill her.
I need my head.
To salt the earth of this land.
Hey, I'm done talking to you. Where's the satyr?
But don't you feel so brave and assertive?
Here, let me. And Brandy offers her hand. Well, I can take you to her. Are you able to actually see it all, or no?
His little lobster claw snaps. I mean, I can see it just fine.
How does a scarecrow have a lobster claw?
It's a scarecrow made of different types of bits, and he has 2 lobster claw hands.
Horrific. Continue.
Okay.
Yeah, and the child wants to talk. Ow.
Oh, don't be a baby.
Ow.
Oh, satyr, look at you. I haven't seen you in a while.
Sorry?
Well, what I meant, not you personally, but, of your kind.
Wow, so are you saying that all satyrs look the same?
No. No. I mean, you guys do have the same legs, but...
What do you mean, you people?
No, look. What I'm saying is that I haven't seen a satyr in a while, and you're a pretty satyr, okay? What I'm saying... Forget what I'm saying. All I'm here for is to talk to someone intelligent. Are you intelligent?
Leans over to Yanara.
I think the straw creature likes you.
I mean, what's not to like?
Homina!
Yanara's a good, 15, 20
Brother,
feet away
may
from
it be
you.
wiser.
Right, so you'll
Silence yourself.
How many gems do I still have? Oh, Brandy is gonna lean over to Gek and say, hey Gek, you want some shinies? And she has 150 golds worth of miscellaneous gems that she takes out of her pouch and then dangles kind of in front of him. If you can make Tomoros stop talking until I say so, I'll give these to you. Right now.
Okay. Gimme.
And she puts them back in the little drawstring pouch and offers it to Gek.
Gek takes it, and now he's gonna start walking towards Tomoros.
Hello there, small dragon. Would you care to partake in the debates of this current environ?
Wait, we're gonna...
1 second, let me, where's my dice?
As I'm doing this, can I look over at Yao and say, give me the leash, give me the leash.
Okay, here. Don't drop it.
I'll try not to.
Okay, I go to Gek tackles Tomoros.
I'm not gonna roll. I'm just gonna say that I fly back 40 feet. I Skyrim ragdoll into the sky and then land in the swamp over here.
As that's going on, I'm going to put a pause on that conversation. The Scarecrow is talking with Yanara. So, are you the intelligent one here? Or what?
Intelligent in what way? Because they're...
One with actual common sense compared to the other 4, 3, 2.
Shut up.
You're a shark.
I like to think I do okay.
Okay, cool. Anyways, you know what a year is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know how I've counted 5 years. Do you know the difference between 5 years it is in Feywild term?
I mean, Yanara would know that, right?
Yeah.
So just for my knowledge, what is that? Like it's wishy washy, right? Is there any kind of like how does time work in the Feywild?
Every year is 10 years in human years.
Gotcha. Okay.
On this particular side of the Feywild.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So 50 years.
Mm-hmm. So 50 years has passed on
In
for
real
this
world
little
time.
guy. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you've probably been you've been here for a while, haven't you?
Yeah. Same with the other children. I mean, there are some that have been recently came in. I think there was one that came in, but he wasn't really a child.
What do you mean? What was he?
He kind of looked like an older adult. I mean, he looked like that, and he kind of points over to Fee.
What, you mean like a gnome?
Yeah. Or, well, a little taller.
What was he doing?
From what I remember before I traveled over here, is that he was being led by the sow pig. And he had a very forlorn look in his eyes.
Which way did they go?
I don't know. I was in thither. I'm in hither now. Anyways, like I said, there's no children here. Well, besides me. And, well, the Bullywug kids, but Bavana doesn't do anything with those. Well, I take that back. She actually scanned a couple not too long ago.
See what?
Yeah, well, they pissed her off and she made turn him into a handbag.
So there have been no kids except for the one that Bavlorna turned into a handbag. Great.
Well, actually, you've seen a couple of kids been around that are bullywugs, but you haven't seen kids.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He just shrugs his shoulders. Anyways,
What about?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
What about Granny Nightshade?
Uh-huh.
I hear that she might have a use for kids.
Yeah, as I was explaining to the other idiots, well, except for Fleshy, but I said that she uses us kids, as workers in her toy factory.
Does she have any there right now?
Oh yeah, there's a ton of us.
How many?
Remember, they're all like, oh, I know a few of us kind of escaped, and the last time I remember, it was about 56 children.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And then there's me, stuck in this construct of a scarecrow, because I got caught.
Caught doing what?
Well, escaping.
Oh, well. Yeah, I bet that she didn't take too kindly to that. But what exactly did she do?
Well, she trapped my soul into this scarecrow, and she has my body somewhere. Eggs, right?
That's horrifying. Okay, great.
Yeah. Oh, did I forget to mention that she's also made of wood?
This may be a stupid question, but has anyone tried setting her on fire yet?
We tried to. It didn't work very well. She kind of had no resistance You know what I mean? Like, we tried normal fire, we tried explosive fires, we tried... Yeah, we even got a hand on some fireworks. Nothing. I think she's a little pissed that we threw some acid fire on her. That was funny as hell. But, no, she's still kicking, unfortunately. Well, anyways, if you need to get to thither anytime soon, all I need is my head. And he kind of shakes his gourd, and you hear all that jingling going on inside of it.
And where can we find this head?
I don't know. I answered this so many times.
You have to ask the hag that's here.
So we must kill the hag and extract the location from her battered corpse.
No, Tomaros, we can just ask.
But then why would she give us the information if she's not dead?
Tomaros, how is she supposed to give us information if she's dead?
I know a great many spells to this extent. I don't personally know them, but I know of them.
Oh my god.
We will kill her and then speak to a lifeless, passionless, personalityless corpse.
Yeah. Chinese. She points at Tomaros.
Noko's cursor threateningly goes below my character.
Sure. Noko, roll me a athletics, and if you're not doing anything next, are you just taking it?
I am focused on this conversation. I will ragdoll.
Yeah, Gek is just building up a charge and just launching himself, running.
It's perfect.
Let's see if it's Tomaros or the yak's ass.
Just roll me an athletics, please.
Athletics. What is?
No.
Perfect. All right. As some ruling going on, both of you go in the water behind the croaking heads, and I need you both to roll me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Zerg, I'm really sorry to have to point this out, but Brandy is holding the leash.
Oh.
Come on, Brandy.
Oh, yeah.
Brandy Wayne, that includes you as well.
Oh. Wait, can I try and keep them on land-ish?
Raina pulling the long con.
All right, where did Tomaros
coming
go?
together?
Athletics or acrobatics to try and keep them back? Like close to the water?
You can definitely try with Gek. Roll me an athletics.
Oh
no! You leap after
They
that.
rolled a 0.
Perfect.
A 0.
Perfect. Roll me a dexterity saving throw, both you and Gek, please.
I am so happy right now.
Oh!
The con is so
Okay,
real.
that's good.
Tomaros, you
Silvery
are...
barbs.
I'm going to get pissed. I've never heard from again. The last thing you hear is
Silvery barbsing. Brandy saving throw.
Do it.
Yep.
Wait. No.
Do it.
What's this? No!
Wow.
Oh, man. I tried.
Who are you giving the advantage to?
Tomaros.
You know what? You know what? I'll give it to Tomaros. Because fuck this.
Okay, perfect. Tomaros, you are the only one affected as you are being launched into the water. And as you are going in the water, something wraps around your feet,
Uh-oh.
pulling you
You know
much
what?
faster.
I wrap around its feet. How does it
It
like
has
that?
no feet.
Fuck! I wrap around its appendages.
It has no appendages.
Damn.
As you look down, you notice it's a weed.
I wrap around its cellulose.
Sure.
I thought the response was I wrap it into a blunt.
No. He is a good Christian child. He does not partake in the devil's lettuce.
But he'll definitely swear.
P will start the funeral rites.
Can I grapple it back?
I mean, you can certainly try.
Hell yeah.
Meanwhile,
Is there
Fee.
any particular reason that the game is paused?
I put it on pause because Tomoros kept moving his token.
Oh,
I
okay.
kept flinging myself into the abyss. I'm sorry. I will stop doing that.
All right. Mhm.
Sorry, Trek, I made me interrupt.
No, it's fine. We'll resolve this.
Ha! Oh, fuck.
You are being further dragged down into the water despite you trying to unwrap yourself from it. And as you start to notice, there's more of these weeds coming towards you. Can you breathe underwater?
I can hold my breath for a good long time.
Okay. But you notice as these weeds start to form around you and even pull you further down, and your bubbles start to pull forward up to the surface as the rest of you that are on the surface, Brandywine and Gek,
Sputtering and splashing around.
I'm just standing on Tomoros.
Alright, as this is occurring, what is the rest of you doing?
Fee has been slightly hyperventilating and disassociating for probably the last 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, Yanara was on her way to check on her before she got accosted by this scarecrow.
The talking frog heads she has not taken it well.
Very well. Clapperclaw moved on from Yanara and was trying to pet Dumplemorp, and Dumplemorp bats her away.
Not batted them away, but just almost in a way like somewhat like how dogs will bat and play a little bit. He's not necessarily being the most friendly, but he's just kind of going with it. He's also in a giant badger mech suit, so it's not very nice to pet.
True enough.
But yeah, he's not being violent. He's more just doing what dogs do, where they're kind of like, well, I'm playing with you, so I match your level of whatever you're doing.
So you hear them. It seems like Clapperjaw is in pretty much a little bit of pings here and there as they kind of go back and forth, almost playing patty cake in a weird way. And Sorcerer, what are you up to?
He's gonna kind of walk across the bridge, and he's do something dangerous. He's gonna ask the frogs. So, can you talk on your own?
Yeah, we could talk on our own. Why? I think this one's not very smart. Nah, I mean, obviously we've been talking for a while, but this is kind of amusing. This is the most chatter we ever had. Look at all these people. Oh, can you just shut the hell up, Grumple? Oh, don't tell me to shut up, a splop. What kind of name is that name anyways? Ugh, for God's sakes, both of you shut up.
Okay,
Oh, sorry,
I asked my question bad. So you're actually alive. You're just stuck
Nah,
here.
we're dead.
Were you once frogs?
Well, we were frogs. But now we're dead. We're talking dead frogs. Woo!
The dead speak?
I mean, yeah. That's what Belvarna did to us. It's just pretty much a memento not to piss her off. Belvarna! Have you not been paying attention, man? I think they've been mentioning that name all the time.
Right. Okay, this is the other one that's not Granny,
Nightshade?
Yeah, Nightshade.
Nah,
I
this
knew it was a
one.
plant.
Sure. Yeah, Bolvarna's the one who lives here. Yeah, she's a bitch. Language, Bluff, language. Oh, don't tell me the language. I'm dead. Who gives a fuck?
Well, he's not wrong. I mean, if I was killed too, I'd probably be one swearing up a storm.
Exactly, he gets it. And you even see a very mangled, webbed finger go in your direction.
Whoa. A webbed finger? From, like, the water?
Yeah, from the water from this one.
Is
And
the
as you-
rest of your body underneath?
You glance down and you see this one has its body kind of like wrapped up and mangled around the pole.
Is there something we could do to help you? Can we, like, bring you back?
Bring us back, he says. That's a kicker. I mean, it wouldn't be so bad to be back still alive. Oh, you'll just be dead in the next 5 minutes. Well, that's because of you. I mean, what kind of brother just comes up and bonks each other's head into with a big bad hammer? What? I mean, it was worth it. I mean, the power was pretty good. Oh, well, fuck you. Well, fuck you too.
So this non-granny person's,
Yeah,
is she like a wizard?
I had.
Like, what are we? A hag. Oh, okay, right. This is the hag
Yeah.
that they're talking about. Is there something we should be careful of as we approach her?
Don't do something stupid. Don't talk to her. Duh. Unless
Well,
you
that
got
one
a
actually
death
might be.
wish. Nah, he kind of does look like the part, doesn't he? Kind of does. Now that you mention it. Do you have a death wish?
No, he's shaking his head. No,
Alright, well.
no, I wasn't in those kind of stunts.
Well.
Oh,
Oh.
look it over there.
I
Anyway,
can't see.
just came out of the water.
Can you turn me so I can see?
Oh boy.
I'm not sure I could turn you without unhinging you from the water. You're gonna sink in the water. Fist.
I mean, you can
What
turn
the
my
structure
eye.
looks like. Is it within arm's reach?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll turn the eye over.
Yeah, it's gross feeling as you turn it and roll it,
Yeah?
and then you.
I'd imagine.
Oh. Oh, they're not. That's not good. They're in the water. Are they really in the water? Oh, that's stupid. Why are they in the water? Don't they know that there's tangleweeds in the water? Oh boy, they're in for some fun times, aren't they? Oh, definitely. Don't do. Isn't the Marrows around here too? Oh yeah, what happened to them? Oh, they're further down.
Wait, they just,
Oh,
am I able to hear them say marrows?
marrows and tangleweeds, yes.
I know what marrows are, but I don't know what
Yeah?
tangleweed.
You can roll me a nature check if you wish, and that's same with the sorcerer.
I think I'm more concerned.
He would
about
have
geckos
no
or
reason.
All right.
Geck, where did Tomaros go? What, you didn't hold him when you grabbed at him?
You tackled him.
You have.
Well,
Yeah,
He thinks it's some kind of weed.
it's a weed. That's all you know.
Yeah, that's all I. Oh, he knows.
You can feel him underneath me.
we need to get him out of the water too.
But you said to keep him quiet.
But not in a way that he'll die. I'm gonna redirect one of my dancing lights down into the water.
Sure. You direct the lights down into the water and you watch as it sinks and sinks and sinks until eventually you see a mass of various shapes moving around Tomoros.
What? What?
He can't even die peacefully.
Damn it, Nox!
That's going on. Clapperjaw is overlooking next to you, Yanara, as he moved on from Thumplemorp. Oh, your friends are in the water. You should get them out.
Brandy, what is going on? I turned away for 5 seconds.
The leash moved, and I moved with it.
Oh yeah, God, I thought that I told you to plant your feet. Oh, stop. Where's Tomoros?
I assume it's the
That clicks
bubbles.
into the water.
Yeah. And then you even see Yanara with the given dancing lights above the surface and one that's deep below, and you faintly see it, and you see a mass of various things moving around Tomoros.
Oh God. Brandy, can you turn into something that can swim and get him out of there?
I could, but Gek, can you get him out of there?
I don't think so.
Can you try?
Sure, Gek will try pulling him out while he's standing on top of him.
I thought it was like 10. What? I thought the water was kind of deep.
Well,
Here.
I'm
water is
also like, I also weigh like, what is it, 40 pounds at most?
Mm-hmm.
You might need to try. You might need a polymorph.
Oh fuck!
No,
I was holding water in my mouth that entire time. Anyways, I'm ready for the next bit.
Okay.
Brandy, what are you waiting for? Do something.
Well, first let's try some
just
old
starts
earth.
walking
Move them
into the
move
water.
them up.
Spot goes into the water. You're walking nonchalantly into the water, and as you're going down, down, and down.
And as he's walking, he's going to cast enhance ability on himself for bull strength. And drop protect magic eyesight he's got going.
Nice.
Okay.
I was really committed to the bit. I applaud you, sir.
How do I target myself again in this mode? Is it that was right click, but it's not.
I think you can just target yourself with the.
That.
For which one?
Oh, there it goes. Okay. Yeah, it just doesn't. Okay. So yeah, I don't know why I rolled damage to myself somehow.
No, it's healing. 10
Oh, because it was doing the con check on bears.
Yeah,
and bears
it's
for some
set up
reason.
wrong. It's
Okay.
not one I've touched.
Anyway.
So
Peacebot just hearing all this chaos going on and against the doctrine of they're causing chaos, which is not peace. He just nonchalantly walks underwater, starts heading towards the struggling Tomoros, tries to grab him by the cuff of his collar and just drag him out.
Fantastic, because
Oh God.
this is going to happen. I need you who is going to try to attack you. Does a 16 hit you by chance?
Don't worry, guys. This is just going to be a role-playing session.
16 does not hit me.
Does not hit you. Perfect.
Nope.
You see, as you try to pull at Tomoros, the weeds try to pull at you, try to tangle you, in fact, but you seem unfazed. In fact, you're just like backhanding it, and roll me a strength check or athletics checks if you can, please.
Would have advantage on this now with that. Athletics.
Yeah, he has it. You have advantage from silvery barbs.
Well, no, I've got a bolt strength.
Sorry, do you need athletics?
Oh,
from
that's
both
P
of us,
spot.
or
Sorry,
just
sorry.
That's
P
P
spot?
spot. That mean Tomaros?
Sorry, you need it from both of us or just P spot?
Just from P spot.
Okay.
You managed to pull him free.
Alright. He just grabs him, yanks him out, flicks off the vines they're trying to grab him, and just walks out of the water, dragging him behind him.
Very good. And you do so. You're back on land, Tomaros. Oh, wrong person.
God.
Peaspot just kind of like drags you almost like very not respectably, just kind of drags you on the land, just drops you and just kind of stares down. Do you
I'm
require
making
further
fisticuffs at
assistance?
the water.
Land.
Thank
Brandy's
you,
trying to-
Peapod. I was belayed by these plant bastards. How about you try and fight me on my own turf?
I'm making fisticuffs at the water.
Nothing happens.
You know what? I cannot
If you
let
wish
this
to die,
end. I'll be right
Please do
back.
so peacefully.
And he starts heading towards the water, mace in hand.
Oh, for fuck. Hold on. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Nah.
I mean, yeah, if you try to walk past back into the water, Peaspot's just gonna grab the collar of your shirt again, or your armor again.
Tomaros, will you just stop?
Your time will come against these plants. The time is not now.
I must fight
Tomaros, make a
for
whiz save.
vegetation.
Tomaros, make a whiz save.
Tomaros, you are being targeted by suggestion.
Tomaros, make a whiz save. Damn. Okay.
Don't
tried.
try me. I'm not to fight these plants, these dastardly plants. I'll be back in about 5 minutes. If I'm not back, I am dead. Honor my memory by scattering my ashes on the highest mountain on these realms. Goodbye.
I mean, I'm still gonna try and grab you by like the collar of your armor and just hold you back if I can.
Strength opposed saving something.
Oh, that's the wrong one. My bad.
I still have my. I still have my advantage, so we are doing competing. Is it repeating athletics or repeating just brawl strength?
Athletics versus athletics. For some reason, this thing is not letting me do anything.
No. Oh, come on.
P-Spot,
Oh,
you
yeah,
are the
plus
winner.
7. Come on.
Full strength for the win for once.
Let me at him. Let me at him.
He's
Statement.
one-milling his arms like a child.
Calm yourself, Crusader. They are not the object of your aggression.
We just deploy
We have
explosives
children to
into the
save.
water
Remember
body.
your mission.
We will find the children, but first I must destroy these plants, demolish them, salt the earth from whence they grown.
You can do that after we've saved the children.
But why can't we do it now?
The water is still yet high. You are not able to light them on fire as you normally do.
Tell me, Peacebot, how much salt do you have on your person?
This unit does not have salt.
Damn. I only have 1 kilogram of salt. That is not enough to eradicate plant life in a water body this size.
Devious query. Perhaps once we free the children, we can use the children in your endeavor to end the plant life. More hands are better than one.
Yes, children are excellent at destroying vegetation. We will
Anyway.
return here. I'm done with my quest. Let us converse with the Scarecrow.
Statement. Good. This is the peaceful option.
Yes. Walk
Right.
and water.
We'll cut over to Fee and Yanara.
Are you all right?
Uh, um, uh, I, mhm.
And
Hey,
she's just
hey.
like staring 100-yard stare.
Fee, she's going to like kneel down and try to get it like eye level with her. Hey, Fee, look at me.
Talking heads, talking frog heads. Hi, Yanara.
Hey, hey.
Why
Fee.
are the heads talking?
That's because of the Bubblorna.
What?
Hi.
She kind of like blinks and
Hey, dude, can you please not?
Oh, my
You're
bad.
not
Hi.
helping. Thank you very much. Hey, it's okay. You don't have to see them anymore.
But they said that they were talking heads, and I thought I don't. Why are they talking?
Feywild bullshit. I'm sorry that this is not magic that makes sense.
Right. They're not going to attack us or anything, are they?
No,
Oh,
no, they're creepy as hell, but I think that will be okay.
okay. I was worried it was going to be some sort of I don't know, undead. We've read about like necromancy and things, and I'm sorry.
Hey, don't be sorry. It's okay. This is freaky shit. I get it.
Right. Who was that? There was another voice. Who was that?
Oh, the scarecrow? That.
The scarecrow? Wait. Scarecrow. The goblin. He told us about a scarecrow. He said it could lead us to the next, to thither, yes?
Yeah, but he said that he needed his head first.
you see like there are calculations and thoughts going on in her head.
What?
Oh, out of character. Shit, I can't remember what he said now. Where's his head?
He
Who has his head?
No idea. No
This
idea.
hag.
He's
Balvorna
called us
has
all
it.
idiots for asking the same question multiple times.
So he said,
Basically, he did say that before he got here, Agden Longscarf is the one who stole it, but he hasn't seen Ogden Longscarf in a while, and he does know that Agden Longscarf used to talk with Balvorna.
Okay, I tell Fee that.
Okay.
Right. Missing head. Agden Longscarf, which is the bunny we beat up in the swamp. And we took all of his stuff and told him he was a terrible person. Right. He has the head, or perhaps the hag has the head. Is the head going to talk to us?
I don't know. I think that it's worth at least trying. Tomoros wanted to just kill her outright.
That sounds like Tom Rose, yes.
Yeah.
Right.
You gonna be okay?
I think so. I am going to climb on Dumplemorp, and I am going to close my eyes. And could you please lead him across the bridge until we get out of sight of the heads? Does that sound okay?
Yeah, of course.
All right. Okay.
Right. She like slowly climbs up and just like buries her head into the what's the part of the saddle that is like the knob that's on the saddle?
I don't know what
I
it's
don't remember
called.
what it's called. But anyway, she like kind of buries her head into the back of Dumplemorph's neck / that knob that's on the saddle there, and is just trying to control her breathing as she follows.
Hey, Fee, deep breaths, okay?
Yes. Right, big breaths. Big breaths.
Beautiful. I will say that you guys pretty much catch up with the rest of the party as they are climbing out of the banks of the muddy water. And before all of you, you see a grand marble gazebo standing atop a mound of soggy earth. Its white stone streaked green with algae. The support pillars have sunk into the muck unevenly so that the dome canopy now sits askew. Short steps ring the gazebo, leading to a raised floor with bullywugs, dressed in shabby clothing and lounging on pillows, could be seen. Among them, you see a harpist, sending forth delicate notes that mingle with the murmured croaking of the gathered nobles. On a dais, the flabby bullywug wearing a crown of woven lily flowers sits on an ornate throne with his legs folded underneath him. He has a large leather-bound book open across his lap, and mouthing the words as he reads the pages. But without looking up, he says, "Have you no herald to announce your presence before King Gallop the 19th? He slams the book closed as if to punctuate his question, regarding you for the first time. The sleepy bullywug guards around him stand attention and ready their weapons towards you. And I will send you guys to the map. But you see multiple guards readying their spears in your direction, and even the harpist that's sitting on one of the lily pads freeze and look in your direction. But it is this giant frog in the middle of this big giant flower of a lily pad looking in your direction. What do you guys do?
Hello there, friend Frog. We appear to have found ourselves in a terrible and questionable situation. Do you have any guidance on getting us out of this situation?
Fee, where's that thing that Ikrin gave you?
Right.
She's like digs up in her pack.
Here, Duke Ikrine said it would get us a favor, I think.
She hands the brooch to Yanara.
Can he see me?
I mean, from where you're at,
yeah,
he can see you.
Okay. So he just holds the brooch out in front of her. Ikrin told us to show you this. He said we'd be good.
Immediately you hear murmurs go all along the floor by all the nobles and the guards as they look at each other. And they look back at the king. And he goes, "Ikrin, you say? Approach."
We're approaching.
Now, right up on the ox. Is Yanara still on the ox? I'm not sure.
No, I don't think I was on the ox.
You were about 2 seconds ago. Or 2 seconds, rather.
Back up.
130 days ago.
You go there.
Sure.
Too far.
I'm gonna center myself because I believe in respect.
Do the rest of you follow after Tomoros as he walks forward?
Yeah.
At a respectful distance away from the brass knight, yes. Although I think I go wherever Gek tugs me towards until he realizes I have a strength of 9.
Your Majesty, My glorious liege! We are warriors of a far-off land, and it has been brought to our attention that there is a great evil that lurks beneath the signs of your attention in these lands.
But he
Wait.
answers, trouble in my land? There's
Yes,
always
my liege.
troubles.
I regret to inform you, but there's an evil, a great one, stirring under what I am sure is your watchful eye.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
Don't let Tom Ross talk with the king for us. Someone cut in. Sorcerer, Jan?
Yes, I am aware of the hag that looks over my land. What of it? It's not
Yes.
yesterday news.
She has been taking children.
What
Surely
children?
yourself, the magnificent, would not tolerate such a thing.
I have yet seen no children of mine be taken.
Perhaps not your own, but from the carnival from whence we came. 2, 3, perhaps 17 children have gone missing. And all signs point to the hag of these lands.
He looks at you confused, and even the guards and nobles are around are like muttering amongst each other. What nonsense are you spewing?
My liege, surely you are familiar with the festival, the carnival of the Witchlight, led by Mr. Witch and Mr. Light.
He takes a moment, looks around at the other frogs, and they shake his head. A fool! I do not tolerate foolishness in my court. Away with him!
I am no fool. I merely speak the truth. There are children missing in your land, sir. We have come to retrieve them and return them.
There are no children! And he stands up, and he's despite being medium size, he seems a little bit more taller and even fatter than compared to the other bullywogs in his room. There are no children taken from my land. Be gone.
You are correct. It is not taken from your land, but from the carnival. A traveling spectacle of great wonder and whimsy. It seems the children have gone missing from this place. And we are told that this granny Nightshade was to blame.
I do not know of a granny nightshade.
Can we insight check this?
You can roll an insight check.
My insight's not the greatest. Anybody else wants to
You're the one making the check, dude. You're the one asking for it.
Oh no.
Seems to be telling the truth. But you can definitely see that he's getting red in the face.
Well, you know, truth with us or not, I'm all riled up about the children. You know, maybe we just
Gods!
go in.
Seize this
Go in.
fool! Get him out of my sight! Yes, your majesty, yes! And you see a couple of bullywogs approach you. Their weapons drawn.
Oh no!
Try to seize me. Whether or not you're successful is the will of the gods.
Your Majesty, sir, I have to interject on my acquaintance's behalf here.
Statement.
He's
We come in peace. This unit was a designation from the carnival to search for missing children. The search has led to your lands. My associates, for lack of a better term in the dictionary, are here to investigate, on behalf of the carnival. Do you object to these terms? We have the backing of those higher up in the carnival.
I
To
have
infringe upon
no
such would-
idea what a carnival is. You speak
It is-
nonsense as well, and I don't tolerate it.
They're festival games of sorts. They have the thing where you throw balls at a man until he falls into the water and rides.
Performances
Down.
and feats of strength and
Yes.
for the enjoyment of others. And this man in front of me on stride his ox is the playing of a character. Yes, and he is always in character and is not always very what's the words
I play no character. This is just me. I believe in these things wholeheartedly.
like I said, very in character, and he doesn't know when to be polite and give those like your eminence, the kingliness's presence. And please excuse his.
Eminence is for an archbishop. The term you're looking for is majesty or highness, depending on what the court of this land deems fit.
Brandywine, roll me a persuasion.
Oh dear.
Do I have time to throw her a bardic inspiration?
Yeah.
He's strumming a couple strings that go along with her cadence.
So that's a. Oh well, hold on. Wait, I know how to bard. I can do this.
Oh wait, that's right. You can target me. Yay! I need it. Do you know why? Oh.
Oh hey.
For a good. Why are there two of them?
Bard. What? That is not correct.
That is correct, because you are a creation bard, and when they roll an ability check, it rolls 2 dice and takes the higher one.
Oh, that's amazing. Total of 22.
Hey.
You see his face. It's still a little red, but he holds his place, putting his hands on his, well, what you think is hips, but he looks at you all sternly. I may have gotten on the wrong foot, but I still don't know what children has been stolen, or what trouble that you may have been seeking of these children, or what you're looking for children, what blah blah. What I know is, yes, my land is troubled by the one who overlooks it, the hag Belvorna. And this, and he proves as he shakes a giant red book within his hands. This is points me of what her wrongdoings are.
Well, maybe our interests actually do align, because Val, I think. Do you know of the little scarecrow boy who's missing his head?
Boy, scarecrow.
But no, never mind. But he says that the hag Valorna is related to the Nightshade, and perhaps we can deal with Valorna, because she's also someone we need to get to in order to deal with Nightshade. And as far as the children, I can see why it's of no importance to you, my king, because they are children from other places, not from Downfall. But I can imagine that you would know that any parent would be sorely missing their child, and that's what we're here to try and do for those that have been stolen. We only wish for safe passage, and perhaps a little assistance, if you are so kind.
Roll me another persuasion check.
Oh, Lord. Okay. Can I get another inspiration? Bardic.
What will you allow that key?
I can see it as Yanara like playing in the background, trying to like.
I'm providing inspirational accompaniment, like a soundtrack to the speech.
All right.
Okay, this will be fine. Yep. The person with +0 charisma. Oh, I just had to say it. That's an 11.
You're doing great, Brandywine.
You got this.
There is some
Winces.
hesitation as his beady little eyes are looking towards you, looking you up and down and going over along the other friends behind you before narrowing his gaze against Tomaros.
Hello. Eileen.
Since you have brought the brooch from Urkwind, I trust you very little. However, if you are here to take down Belwana, then I would like you to visit me at my palace. This is a private matter. Snoodles. And you
I
see a
muted
little
myself
tiny...
instead of unmuting.
Your Majesty, I can think of no greater honor or pleasure.
Pleasure to what?
Visiting you at your palace.
You are not welcome.
Shit.
Come, Snoodle. Yes, my little Snoodle. And you see a little baby crocodile just pop out of a little pond behind him, and he picks it up and starts petting him. Yes, and Daddy loves you very much so.
Your companion is adorable. May I approach?
No.
Shit.
Gods, take that one to the dungeons, along with that traitor.
Traitor?
You heard him.
Who do you speak?
And they start poking their spears in your direction.
There are not traitors in my group, only honorable men and women.
They start poking you in the direction of where you once came.
I assume a battle stance.
Gek, Chinese. I gotta use the leash that's like I don't have Thorn Whip. Instead, I have Gek Whip. I want to try launching Gek at Tomaros.
Yes.
Your Majesty, you're making a great
Please,
mistake. There are
DM.
no traitors among our midst.
Can I
Sure.
do a free action?
Sure, roll me.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
What?
let's please. Claw machine
Yeah.
Gek.
Yes, let you can use your thorn whip.
I don't have it though. That was the joke.
Oh,
I have.
Okay. Well,
What do I
roll,
have?
Okay, roll me your I guess you're just gonna have to roll me athletics.
Can I get advantage by using mold earth to start catapulting Gek?
Can I sidestep the situation by being really, really convincing?
Zerg, just roll the die.
Just roll the
Okay.
die, please.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
You had advantage.
Oh, I did?
Yes.
I didn't hear that and being yelled at. 14.
It's enough. Jack, you're launched forward and you slam into the backside of Tomaros.
I hug him.
Ah, small dragon, you're here. Good. We may find a traitor and root it out of our midst.
Okay, so now what we gotta do is now I'm just attached to the back of Tomaros.
Pull with him. And the idea was that you were wrapped around him so I could try pulling, but I just remembered I'm so fucking weak.
Yeah, that's
Well-
what I say.
Hmm.
Sorcerer, can you help? And she's full 60 degrees trying to pull Tomoros with Gek attached to him away from the king and the guards.
Your Highness, there appears to be traitors in your midst, but not amongst our group. Prithee that we may weed them out and take them to your grand justice.
Gods, don't delay. Bring him to the dungeon. This one is aggravating my nerves.
Let us find the traitor together and bring him to the dungeons where he may rot for all of time.
They are still pursuing you by poking the spears in your direction to get you to move backwards.
I'm moving backwards to look for this traitor. This traitor in our midst.
No. They're guiding you away. With Gek in tow.
This is one of the times where my role playing might go too far. What do you guys think? Am I doing too much? Please guide me in the right direction.
I mean,
You
called out traitors in his midst, and he said no, and so...
You watch as the two bullywugs are leading, or more like poking in the direction of the Ox and Tomoros in the direction out of the only entryway of the Soggy Court throne room with Gek on top of them. What is the rest of you doing?
Fee is seeing all this happening, and kind of just huddled down on top of Dumplemore.
Yanara, I think we might need to say some. Oh dear, here he goes.
He really got into it, didn't he?
Why did we let him speak for us?
Well,
I don't think there was any stopping him.
Maybe we can go
You
and
know damn well what PB does.
Mm-hmm.
maybe we can go
Oh, dear.
smooth some petals on his ruffles, I guess.
Wait, what now?
Nothing. Would you mind going and talking to the frog, the king? I mean.
That is not Snoodle saying that, by the way.
It's like, wow, all right.
True intelligence
Your
behind the
liege.
throne.
This unit would like to operate under your jurisdiction to provide peace. This unit merely needs the confirmation of the terms and agreements of peace.
That means you will not also disrupt the peace, does it not?
That is correct.
We will kill anyone that disturbs the peace of this court.
And so far, your friend there, and he points in that direction, in Tomoros's direction, has disturbed the peace. And I'm no longer tolerating that kind of behavior. But if I do sign this contract and you do abide by my wishes, we will be friends.
This unit will act in terms of the contract of peace to provide and uphold for those that sign. As it is a companion that has violated this order of peace, this unit is not interfering with your poking with him into the dungeon.
Very well. And he takes your piece of paper and makes a big splotch of his handprint on the paper.
PB bows as much as an automaton can, stands up, and gives a religious, salute of farewell to Tomoros. This unit will perform the funeral rites if need be.
Yes,
Good.
good. I
You
salute
can do that
too.
with
Let
the
us
other one
find
as
this
well.
agent of discord and restore the peace to this court.
Sorry, one more time,
Will be
Nod.
done in time.
Sorry. Let us find this agent of discord and return the peace to this court.
Oh, jeez.
Statement. That will be done through careful investigation, without disrupting peace to do so. Disrupting the peace in order to save the peace is a paradox.
Well, we don't need any funeral rites, but we do have a justice protocol for our traitor that is among us. And if you are so kind to prove over that look of transaction, I'll be most appreciative.
Provide the unit with the details, and this unit will act in compliance as it can.
Very good. If you want, you can go towards the dungeons where the other two frogs are sending your friend, and there you will see Morgo. That is my traitor, and I will have none of it. While you do that, I will prepare myself in my palace, and I await you there.
Ah, the terrorist. This unit will gladly oblige.
Very good.
Traitors in your dungeons? Allow me to venture forth and deal justice to this traitor that you have mentioned.
He is definitely ignoring you as the bullywugs still continue to push you out.
Are we headed towards the dungeon? Good. I will personally deliver justice to this traitor of the court. Carry on, my good sirs.
And he goes along with them.
Very well. Okay. Do you follow after the guards that are leading Pomeros?
Oh my
Phoebe
god.
will, since he has an order to do so.
Your Majesty, listen, is there any chance that I might be able to plead for mercy for my idiot friend? He doesn't mean any harm. He is just really overzealous. What do we got to do to make this right?
Like I said, meet me in my palace and we will talk in private. As to which you want to follow your friend to the dungeons before meeting me, so be it. But until then,
Listen.
that is where I will be.
Listen, like one fake creature to another. Is the dungeon really necessary? I mean, look, I think that the guy could stand to get knocked down a peg, or 10 or 20, but dungeons, come on. Do we really need to go that far?
They will
There are
show
more-
him humility.
We think that there are more clever ways to show humility than just throwing him in a dungeon.
It's better than me having his head chopped off.
Oh, see, now we have the right idea in principle, public spectacle. Okay, we're just going a little bit too far. What about like a public humiliation route?
That is a public humiliation route.
No,
Going to the
not really,
dungeon-
because nobody's going to see him suffer. You throw him in a dungeon, nobody's going to care that he's rotting down there. You gotta make him.
My dear, going to the dungeon with Marco, there is a public humiliation trial. The justice trial I have befriended or betrothed to your friend over there, that metal man. He is going to overlook their trial, giving them justice once and for all. A combat to the death.
A combat to the death?
I'm sorry, to the death?
Well, yes, that's how it works over here. Do you not know what bullywugs do? We fight.
But yes, but he is not a bullywug.
Anyone who crosses my domain must obey by my rules, and not only just my rules, but the rule of all of Prisnia. Do you not remember the rules of conduct?
Your Majesty, if I may? Don't also the laws and the rules of hospitality apply here? We are guests in your home, are we not?
Yes, you are my guests in the home, but one of you have shown such ludicrousy and foolishness in my own home. How do I supposed to respond to something like this?
Well, I suppose to ensure discipline in your servants, coming with iron fist does seem strong, but it also displays a an ideology of a perpetuation of a rule of fear, and oftentimes displaying mercy on occasion can perhaps initiate more loyalty based on trust as opposed to fear, which is often not a good motivator. Your Highness.
Roll me a persuasion check with advantage with Yunara's help.
So does that mean she's giving me a bardic? How does that work? What am I rolling here?
I think I'm giving you the help action.
Oh, okay, got it. Well, I will roll that. It's not great, guys. It's 2 4s.
Oh, jeez. Are you fucking serious? You know what? Maybe the bard should have rolled the persuasion check.
Oh, well.
Into the dungeon with you go.
I mean, we could just let him fight to the death with the other traitor and oversee it and play it out. I mean, that seems to be Tomaro's
We get to be
style
roommates,
anyway.
B. We're roommates. You can come here and join me as a roommate.
What does the king say?
The king looks at you almost uncouthly, like he sneers in your direction. As much as you have proven some true statements, but have you seen the others outside? They also try to do mercy upon those who made a mockery of the soggy court. And look what they turned out to be. Stabbing each other's backs. Without even a blink of an eye. And in my case, being since I have quite made a position of myself as the royal majesty of downfall, I must rule with an iron fist in order for my subordinates to listen. Now, before my patience runs thin, I will meet you in my palace. Follow the path just beyond the gazebo. And there you'll see my palace, and beyond the palace, if you want to go to the dungeons, there you'll see a hut. That is where your friend is going, along with your metal man and the traitor Margot.
Right.
Anything else, I will not have any word, nor say to persuade me otherwise.
Yes, Your Majesty, understood. May I be permitted to ask a unrelated question?
You may. And he starts petting Snoodle.
Can you detail the crime for which the traitor this Margot is guilty of, so that we might better know and judge what to investigate?
We lay harm to the balloon factory. The balloon factory brings us goods. And without the balloon factory, well, no goods come to my home.
Oh,
And for that, her head is at a cost. Not only that, she even, well, let's just say, she and another bullywug of mine betrayed my trust. As well as kidnapping, well, he kind of weirdly air quotes kidnapping a little pet of Belvorna. Some little purple thing that kind of ties with those elves.
Little purple thing. Right. Well, I appreciate the information. As for the balloon factory, we were instrumental in extinguishing the fire it had just just experienced. If that means
that does
anything to you.
explain why you have the brooch of Ercoin.
Yes, Duke Ickrind, he was...
Ickrind, yes.
he was very grateful for our help. So, anyway, that is all. Thank you, Your Highness, Your Majesty. Yes, we will be going now.
Very well. Now, if you excuse me. Guards, escort, please. And you see the rest of the guards and even the harpists come around him, and they kind of much pick him up and start carrying him out. I'm just theater of the mind. I'm just trying to get everything together. And do the rest of you linger in the courtroom, or do you also follow suit? Leaving the Soggy Court.
Well,
Never
I think
mind, never mind.
I think at some point it's obvious that we can't extricate Tomaros, so Brandy would probably gently pull on the leash to get Gek off of the ox.
Okay. It's easy to do so. You are yanked back into Brandywine. And I will bring you guys back to the town of Downfall.
Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Yanara would do this. As they carry the king past, she on the sly uses prestidigitation to just make fart sounds follow the king as he goes by.
Snoodle, you had a little oopsie, didn't you? Oh, you poor little thing.
Oh!
But he seems non-bothered, and even the bollywogs are like a little self-conscious carrying him, but they continue their task of bringing him out. And Dolmoros, you are being led further away.
BPB would follow him to the dungeon since he has now consigned himself to being a Justicar, literally.
Yep, I am just sending you guys over there.
Good thinking.
Jesus. Do you follow your friends, the rest of you?
Kinda have to.
Okay, I'm just making sure. So that way I can just select all
Why
of you.
is my speed coming up red? That's weird.
It's because I'm dragging you across the map. Because that's not, you guys can't travel immediately 155 feet.
Well, mine's just completely red going 5, but...
Because you've got it set on swim speed.
Huh?
You had your walk speed set on swim speed. If you right-click your token and look in the bottom left corner, there's a little person that says switch speed. You had it on swim speed somehow.
How did that happen?
But now it's on any speed, so you're fine.
Yeah,
Who has the leash right now?
That'd be Brandy.
Brandy still has it because I'm stupid.
Okay.
Or rather, distracted.
Rising
Interesting
from
how who's
the
like
foggy
on the
earth is a sturdy wooden hut with an open doorway on the side of it. At the back of the hut are 2 holding cells, which of one that Tomaros is being flung into, while his ox is being set off to the side, tied with a little makeshift vine rein to the outside of the hut. And then you notice that within, thick mangrove roots serve as bars with small round door closed off each cell. The floor of one cell is covered with several inches of stinking water, where Tomaros is currently standing in. And the other holds a cell and rags slumped against the back wall is another bullywog, a female bullywog.
The ox protests slightly.
So we're trying to do in a theater of the mind because this is not big stuff, but the hut is around 12 feet in diameter with a conical thatch roof that rises 18 feet from the floor. And there are still a couple torches here and there that kind of highlight the Tomaros's suit, while the other one is addressing towards almost an albino-like frog mind you, I couldn't find a good frog picture, but it's supposed to be white in color. You see, again, them dressed in a very ragged tunic and that kind of slump over their knees. And they have some gashes here and there, but they look at you with a tired expression.
Good thinking, guard. If there is a traitor among us, he would most likely be in the dungeons of this kingdom. I will keep an eye out, and I will find this traitor, and I will deliver him to justice.
And the bullywugs that threw you in there don't care what you say, and they lock the door with what looks to be just like a wooden bar thatch, and just put it there and start making their way out, bumping into PB and start making their way back to the palace.
I mean, before they go, PB would also just inquire, like, Clary, when does the justice system take place? This duel of the death?
Anytime you want to do it. I mean, His Majesty didn't say anything, but you're in charge. And they just shrug and start walking their way back to the palace court.
Do I get the keys? How am I in charge?
Oh, sorry. And the keys are over there, and they basically point towards just the corner of the hut. Just next to the door is the keys.
If an automaton could be dumbfounded, PB would be dumbfounded, but, you know.
And then they start
That's
walking
not
away.
logic.
You have the keys in front of you?
Yep. I mean,
There you see.
PB will take the keys and hold on to them. He's not going to open any doors yet, but he'll turn to the rest of the group. Statement. May be wise to ask this terrorist your questions before I proceed with the justice system. This unit has no tolerance for terrorists.
So this is the white-hued traitor, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm. The one over here is Margot. Margot. Here, I will write her name.
Yes, please.
Margot
Sorry,
going and gone. But yeah, unless other evidence presents itself, Peacebot is fully committed to upholding his literal definition of being a Justicar. So,
hello?
So you address the Margot. She looks it up at you tiredly. Yes, it is me. What do you want?
So, our friend over there managed to make the king angry and then mentioned you were imprisoned here for the fire. We put out the fire, but we're just... How did you... What happened? Why was the fire caused?
Look, I have no regrets of what I've done.
Oh.
I was helping the fairy dragon. And to be honest, I'd rather see that balloon factory burn, because not only does it... Granted, it may have helped us with resources, but Balvorna is the one who uses it the most, traveling from hither to thither and yon. So why not take out the only thing of source of travel and let her rot in her stinking hut?
Oh. Brandy looks behind her at the others.
Fee kind of steps down from Dumplemorph and kind of squeezes her way through.
Can you say that again? You said you were helping a fairy dragon?
Yes, his name was Sir
Sir
Talavar.
Talavar, yes. We've met him. In fact,
You did?
we helped
He made
him.
it out.
Yes, of course.
Did you see Wiggle Walk? And you see her actually press against the bars, and her web fingers are curl around it, and her eyes are looking a little bit more concerned.
If I believe his escort did not make it. We only met him. He was caught up in a strange tilted tower surrounded by weeds and snakes, if I remember. But
You see her head downcast to the floor as you say that Wigglewog did not make it.
I'm sorry. They were someone special to you? I take it?
Yes, he was my lover.
Oh,
Miss Sir Talavar is alive, right? Not all my waste has gone wasteful.
Yes, we did extricate him from the silver cage he was trapped in, with a key from the goblin Jingle Jangle.
Thank the deities. Maybe then the silly court will definitely help the hand, give out a hand to this madness of prisoning.
So, if I understand correctly, you were attempting to oppose the hags, then? Stop them from traveling?
Yes. I tried to tell Gallop, but he wouldn't listen.
Well,
The power has reached to his head.
well, and I suppose if the hag is the one running, is in charge here, Gullop would probably give deference to that so he can keep his station. Simple nepotism in royal and otherwise leadership circles. I'm sorry. If Brandy. What was the? I'm sorry. The terms for the release. Was it? I remember hearing something. Battle to the death.
What a silly. Was that what he went with?
Yeah.
Of course he did.
Some sort of rite of combat by death. You and I think our companion here must duel to the death, but it seems we are aligned in our goals. At least we seek to retrieve some children that have been gone missing from the carnival. And
I don't know what the carnival is.
oh,
But if you are saying that you are opposing Dalvorna, by all means, we can work together. Now, Golub, despite him being really riddled with power and authority, he is quite stupid. I mean, he just gave you the keys.
I did notice that. Yes.
But in any case, if it is your friend, and she points in Tomarosa's direction, if he is requesting the battle to the death, we don't have to die. To be honest, the bullywogs around here are, again, stupid. All we have to do is put on a performance in front of the soggy court. The nobles, as you say. You don't even have to lay a finger on me. I just play dead. And then, as they notice that I am dead, she air quotes. I am pretty much be thrown into the water where I can travel freely. And from you, could probably seek out this Balbuena while this is going on.
Are you sure of that? We've heard tales of the water being dangerous.
Despite the condition I'm wearing, I am a mighty warrior. I can handle the marrow and the weeds. I'm the fastest swimmer here, to be in fact.
Are there any guards around us?
No.
Are there any other security measures around this place? Or is it just the bullywugs that have wandered off?
Well, there are the alligators.
The what?
The alligators.
We did not see any. Oh dear. Oh dear.
They tend to surround the palace more than the dungeons. It's high security and whatnot. Quite trained, but easily manageable to get out of their reach.
Right.
But if you don't mind me saying, since Golub, I can't believe I'm saying this, since Golub did sentence you, I'm assuming one of you is in charge, but once this battle to the death happened, he is most likely expecting that, so we have to perform this act. So you can't just willy-nilly let us move free, otherwise that raises questions, and you betray his trust, which could lead to other scenarios, like the ones that you saw as you crossed the bridge to the Soggy Court, yes?
Oh, I don't think we want to betray him if that's the result. Right. Tomaros?
Ross, what are you doing this whole time?
I'm shadowboxing in my cell, waiting for him to unveil this traitor.
God damn it, man.
Tomaros?
Hey?
Tomaros?
I'm going to blow my cover. I'm looking for this traitor so that I may unmake him.
Never mind. I think your friend is ugly.
Ready. Fee.
Yes.
Do any of your implements allow for the restoration of limbs?
Oh, well, given time, I'm sure I could make a replacement limb, but I cannot. I mean, regrowing limbs, that's something only very few creatures can do. I don't know of any magics that are able to do that beyond those of perhaps divine nature. And even then, I don't know if I have ever heard of a tale of those.
Did someone say divine nature?
Making new limbs again? Magically? Brandy pipes up after casing the area around.
Well, yes.
Statement. Yes. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Well, I can't remember if it's someone in the carnival that could, or someone talking about those adventuring types that sometimes. But I know there are spells that can do such things, but that's way beyond
We do
what
not
I
have
can
one
do.
currently on us. Query updated. Do any of you possess the means of illusion?
I do some.
PB kind of turns to the frog behind. This unit does not abide by aiding terrorists. This unit also does not abide by tyrannical rulers that rule out of fear and not peace. Confliction arises. Conclusion. Faking death seems to be the correct option. We can retrieve one of the heads and disguise it as hers.
Oh dear.
I would not use the croaking heads. They do not shut up. So
That can
will...
be fixed. He just pulls out his mace.
As much as everyone has battered and bruised the croaking heads, unfortunately, no matter damage you put to them, they will find a way to speak. Balvona, unfortunately, put a little reminder of what happens if you cross her path. And unfortunately, we all have to bear witness to the nonsense they drivel.
Then is there a limb you are okay with losing?
Why do we have to chop off? If it's a good enough performance.
You don't, like I said, no blood has to be shed.
Right, this is
The soggy court are quite stupid. All they
And
want
should
is
it
a show.
fail, you are
Should it-
certain that they will not test or stab your corpse to ensure your death. They seem like a particularly violent sort to decapitate other frogs and put them on posts. Do you not worry they will attempt the same with your playing dead body?
You have a point.
Hence, conducting the fight outside of their eyes and making it seem like a bloody massacre occurred that was one-sided and bringing back what remains could be a way around both issues.
If anything, if you want a limb, you can take one of my eyes. Or I'd rather not risk my legs, because those are what pushes me through the water. But the only downside is you're not the one fighting. You're the one who I assume is going to be observing the fight, along with the nobles. Well, I fight that one. And she points over to Tomeros.
The king did not specify when or where the fight had to take place, other than that I was in charge of overseeing. The fight
It's
could
the
occur
proving
here.
ground.
Was not
No.
clarified in my contract.
What contract is this?
He pulls out the piece of paper that just says peace. That the king signed.
Oh no.
oh right. A loophole in a contract is yes. Obviously, this should be a simple matter to. Well,
I will simply tell the king that the order was not told of where, other than to administer justice to his system. I let them fight here. It was bloody and one-sided. You perished.
You just hear that audible slap as she slaps herself on the forehead. God, he is so stupid.
my only concern is that a king who is, well, whose faculties have not allowed him to understand the gross misjudgment of his error, might he also amend his ruling by way of holding to his rule of fear?
Is that, yes, the point of this trial of combat to the death, it's supposed to be, it's not only facing his rule, but it's appeasing to the rest of the nobles. That's why I kept saying it's a part of a show.
The blood sport, yes.
But if the nobles can be persuaded and vote him out of his current ruling, that is a different scenario altogether. However, Golub was a good friend of mine. I still feel he is a good guy, but his mindset and his stupid authority, I don't want him to die. There is another. Duke of some sort, his political rival of sorts. All I know is that there is, he has his own posse to the south of Bullywug. But he's also bloodthirsty as well. Much more bloodthirsty than Gullop. And there's options, yes, but more so, if Gullop can turn his thinking around, he would be a good ruler. Yes, I'd rather not have more bloodshed to be bestowed upon the people of... If there is a way to... You try talking to him? Yes?
That's why our friend is over the other cell, preparing to fight.
Did somebody say bloodshed?
Oh my god, oh my god. And she starts pacing back and forth in her cell, trying to think of what to do.
I will shed much blood in the name of this court.
Well, if we need blood to make it look like a really bad fight, I think I have an idea if we can set up a scene like that.
I don't have much blood to shed, but I can shed somebody else's blood.
We can shed blood and heal wounds, but we will need evidence that she has perished, gruesomely, and cannot be revived or tested by the king. Hence the request of a limb or something similar.
Did somebody say gruesome? I can do gruesome. I can do much gruesome.
Alternatively, we could just let Tomaros die.
Do you really want to kill off your friend that quickly?
Well...
Are you even friends if you're...
Calculations are running.
Companions of circumstance. Well, me and my satyr friend here are just along for the ride, but...
Along for the... Oh my god.
Tomaros?
Did somebody say gods?
Tomaros?
Yes?
Might you listen for a moment? Quietly.
I'm always listening.
Without speaking.
Okay.
This year, Bullywug opposes the Hags. She opposes Balvorna, and she is seeking their downfall. She may be a traitor to the king, but our goals align in stopping the Hags. Would you be willing to put on a gruesome show without drawing gruesome blood?
He just kind of blankly stares at you and then gestures for you to come closer.
She doesn't move.
He strains himself as much as possible to try and get his face like right up past the bars if he can, if the helmet bangs against the bars.
Please don't hurt yourself. That looks really uncomfortable.
Am I able to speak again?
Oh yes, sorry. Thank you. What is your response?
Oh, sorry. I was not sure if you told me not to speak, and I wasn't sure if I was able to speak again. But yes, I will put on a grand spectacle.
Wonderful. I believe our goals are aligned. They are. This Bullywug is allied, if you remember, Sir Talavar.
I do remember Sir Talavar, a knight of great renown and courage.
Yes.
And
So.
regaled me with many great deeds of his time in the unseemly courts, and
This goes on for a while.
Right. So that is why we wish to help her. So, your job will be to fight her convincingly, but not lethally.
But if we fight in a crowd, what is to stop them from testing to see if she is dead?
Well,
We have no guarantee that they will not just decapitate her and add her head to the already mounted spikes.
Well, I think
Who
they
would
need
the
the
head to
magic.
move anyway? I can
They need the
survive without
magic
my
to
head
do
for
so.
many months.
Well, I do know Yanara said she was capable of illusions, and well, I could use another of those translocation discs that I have. A combination of the two would allow, well, we could say that perhaps she used some, I don't know, evil magic to escape in the last moment.
Or we could throw a fireball onto where the illusion is, and then we
Updated
could
statement. Instead of going through the hassle in front of a large court where we will be likely found out trying to manipulate the scenario, why not just let both of them run? And say that Tomaros took her on the run with her as a traitor, and we will chase after them. Then we leave, and don't look back.
But don't you need to deal with Galvorna?
We do.
Well, where is she?
Lorna is not in the king's court, is she?
No, she's in the center of the lake. Did you not see her hovering huts above you?
There's a hovering hut?
Yes.
Yes,
Well,
the bullywogs we met very early, that we had the frog who spit up after eating Peepee's paper. They were repairing some ropes for it.
that was a hut?
There is a hut.
Brandy's gonna go at the edge of the shoreline and look up with her dark vision. I think everything past that, everything past 60 feet would be. Well, I don't. Is the hut like a lit at all?
Roll me a perception check, please.
Am I retarded?
No, you're merely slowed.
This unit is just fearful that if we try to put on an act, they will attempt to kill or desecrate the body, and we will be found out. An axe to engage right in front of the court will only cause unneeded, unpeaceful provocation.
Key, do I, with a 12 insight check, suss out that they're trying to get me to engage in an act of deception?
I mean,
Oh my-
yeah. You trust your friends.
It's
No,
literally.
but, like, do I understand the meaning? of
We're
the
not
word
hiding it.
in
We are
that-
literally laying out the plans.
They
You
are
mean
pretty
to
much.
engage me in an act of deception?
Dude, I think they're
For-
telling you the truth, but
It would
in
be
a
for
way-
the greater good, Tomaros. And you do serve good, yes?
Yes, but lying is wrong.
Oh, you would not be lying at all. You would be
I'll be the
very
one lying.
you would be very realistically fighting. There would be no lie, no deception in the movements you are making.
Yes, but if you look at her, she is no match for me physically, or mentally, or emotionally.
Dare you?
We could not put on a
Let
gratifying.
Morgoth kill him.
I understand the means of performance, but there is no world in which there is a fair fight between me and her.
Well,
And if I mean to kill her in an act of combat, single combat to the death, she would be dead within seconds.
I wish I had paid more attention in the Feywild classes. Maybe there is some sort of clause where we can, I don't know, substitute one champion for another. Obviously, our human friend, the sorcerer, he is well versed in performance arts, I believe.
Well, that is an option, yes. I mean, compared to the other times that we had justice over the court or whatever, they chose champions to fight against whoever the accuser was. The accused versus the accuser. They choose a champion, and in this case, your friend could be the champion, but in all matter, they are still fighting me.
Yes. No, find another champion to fight in your stead. Otherwise, I will kill you immediately.
No, I am the accused. They have to fight me. Doesn't matter who the accused. You're proving your innocence, and as long as I am playing dead, you will be proved innocent in front of the nobles and Gallop.
Yes, but playing dead is deception, and I am not able to engage in deception. Therefore, if I were to fight you, I'd have to fight you to the death.
Tomaros?
Yes?
Can I ask you to be silent again? Thank you. We are not asking you to engage in deception. In this case, we might even ask the sorcerer to stand as your champion. And by trial of battle, he, who is, to my understanding, well versed in performance competitions, would be a suitable candidate. And then you would be proven innocent by his victory, and our companion here would be allowed to, well, be removed from this problem.
Why are we so are we fixed on trying to fight in the arena versus the fact that I have the keys and we can make a false duel here? I don't know why we're pushing.
She did say that you have to still make a scene for the nobles, because if she was up to leave, it would make all of you appear as traitors.
I know, hence why I was asking about trying to create a convincing I just had the duel somewhere else and we bring back corpses or bring back
We still have to have spectators.
The nobles
but again, that was not ever specified to anyone. PB is the one that's in charge. According to what the king said, the PB is the one in charge of this, overseeing it. So he's just playing loophole here.
The king has altered the terms. Prey does not alter any further.
Yeah, I think that was what Fee's point was. Is she mentioned that she's like, if he rules by fear, who says he will honor a loophole?
And by the same notion, how are we gonna trust the fact that they were hoping that they do what she says and they just throw her in the water and not just walk over and behead her on the spot? Yeah. Or desecrate the corpse in some way and immediately know that she was playing dead, and then we're all found to be traitors in the middle of a court of nobles and the guards and the king.
Then we run away.
Gamble, isn't it?
Also, out of character, my opposition to this is the fact that Tomiros cannot tell a lie. I can't engage in deception of any kind.
Well, that's why Fee is trying to convince Tomaros to have the sorcerer take your place. But in the meantime, as this is going on, Brandywine, yes, you do see a hut hovering up above. You see very faint lights and what looks to be, it's kind of hard to make out the shape, but you see the bottom of it. And in the center of the lake, you actually see a very giant, a well that kind of looks like it's connected to this hut. And the hut itself is about roughly 120 feet high. But you can just make the bottom of where the well in the center of the lake leads up to, and this is where I'm trying to point, if you can see me indicating.
Here.
Yes, here. This is where you see the well that points all the way up to the cottage. That's what you see.
So this area is directly underneath the cottage, which is floating up in the air 120 feet.
Yeah.
And this over here was a balloon, just a docked balloon.
The one next to it, there is a dock balloon on this one, and that's the only one that's left. And that used to be the balloon factory.
So unless there's an ability to fly up there, you had to use the balloon to get up.
The one who actually got information about how to get up there was pretty much Fee, who said there. And I think there was one other one. I think it was Tomaros who also asked. There was an elevator that is currently up by Ballerina's cottage, which the Bullywugs by the tower are the ones who are in control of it. They are repairing the ropes that lead up to it. There is another way. There are, as you were crossing along Downfall, you noticed some ropes that had some, we'll say that there were some clothes and tied down. But they also lead up to the hut. And now there is a well. So you have 3 options to get there.
And we got that from what, Drake, if I remember correctly?
It was one of the tower guards, Bullywug guards, that were right as you left the Wandering Inn.
Wait, we got this from Drake?
No, there is a toad. It was one of the Bullywugs. When you first came out and saw the tower, and they had giant frogs around them. It was in this direction.
Drake is in this game?
Oh,
Knox, for the
my
love of
goodness.
God, man.
no.
Yes, Drake is in this game.
Drake is in this game, but it's not the Drake that we all hate,
He's
okay?
responsible for the disappearance of children, that's all I'm gonna say.
But going back to the conversation, this little feud that's going on. Yes, Tomoros, PB, sorry. You have the keys. You could simply let Tomoros out, or you could leave the frog out. But it is technically, yes, there is that loophole. The king gave you the authority to deal justice. As to where, I guess it doesn't matter. It's up to you. But as long as you do it and you come back to the king to talk in private matters about
That's why I
Belvorna.
was trying to think of a way to get a limb to say, hey, yeah, it was a really bloody battle. She didn't stand a chance. Here's all that remains of her. Good luck.
And she offered an eyeball.
Yeah, so that was my theory. If we're going to try to do the performance, I'm trying to think of any contingencies of if they come to inspect / desecrate the corpse, how are we going to solve that? On top of, again, Tomoros not being able to lie about his combat and not accidentally murdering her, or maybe getting murdered by her.
Right.
Because if that gets discovered in any way, we are kind of up shit creek without a paddle on that one. Granted, she did say they were dumb, but well, I guess we have seen how dumb they are in terms of leaving you with the keys. But
I will add, out of in character, Margot will sigh. The proving grounds are just outside of the palace. That's where all the ladies and lords of the Soggy court reside. It's not too far from here, literally. It's just outside the door. You'll see a terrain of sorts where people walk from the palace down into the court of the arena, and that's where they'll be. If you don't want to do that, then it's fine, but you have to find some way to persuade the nobles. Yes, there was a fight, and the justice has been dealt.
hence we can create blood and heal and leave blood stains everywhere and a random remaining limb. But I'm also trying to do... We're too low level of like Dimension Door, aren't we?
I have Vortex Warp.
Or you have the other option to talk with the political opposer, which is down south of Downfall.
And have him
But he's-
depose Gallop.
Mm-hmm.
And then take his favor. But he's known to be very bloodthirsty.
Mm-hmm.
More so than Gallop.
You don't have to think about it all at once right now. I know it's a lot to take in. But you have the authority to do this at any time. It doesn't have to be in this instant. You can even tell the king. Are you meeting the king after this? I should have asked you that right after the beginning. Dear Lord.
Yes, our goal is to speak or get access to meeting with Belvorna. Yes, and I believe the king is the passageway to receiving that access.
Well, there you go. So talk with the king. Get some plan in mind. You have time to do so. And even if he's inviting you into the palace, well, you can have time to talk with the other nobles.
I do believe the king said he would not deal with us until we commenced the justice with you.
Ugh. Well, shit.
Do you happen to have Duke Icrind had a brooch that seemed to garner respect from the king? Do you have something similar that we could take, and I guess in the same vein of what Peacepat here is suggesting, we could make it look like it is covered in blood of some sort to show that we defeated you, something you would never maybe relinquish otherwise?
My glaive. And she kind of points in the direction where PB is standing in. Right off to the left of him is all of her equipment and her clothing.
Quick,
My
PB,
glaive
how
is-
magical is it all?
I don't have to take magic, but I can cast it. Look at
No, it's fine. Just take it and
One
run.
time I don't have it.
Well, that could work without anybody being dismembered or otherwise mutilated.
Or we could get a.
Did somebody say mutilated?
Tomeros, I didn't say you could speak yet.
Or we can send Gek or the other one to fetch us a Pollywog corpse of some nature and disguise it to look like her.
Morgo, are there any other pollywogs with your distinctive pall of skin?
No. That's the sad thing about it. I'm the only albino one here.
Well, I could possibly, alchemize some paints of some sort to, I don't know, I don't really feel very good about desecrating another corpse, but...
She pauses for a minute and kind of like starts pacing back and forth once again. And then she stops. I can't believe I overlooked this. Did you see another on your way here? Did you see another balloon a little bit further out from the hut?
There was another balloon. A bullywog was working and repairing one of the lines, I believe.
No, not that balloon. This is a balloon made of clouds, dark, thundery clouds.
I don't believe so. I believe we saw the balloon carrying Sotalavar, but I don't know of any other one.
GM, do I remember of any other ones? I don't remember if we saw this.
Nope.
Yep.
There, when they were pulling me around here, there was a recent visitor who landed Sembalvorna's lineman, a friend, an ally, maybe. They came in on a balloon full of thunderous clouds. Oh, before I was thrown in, I caught a glimpse of it, and it seems there was a little bit further east from the dungeon, the hut.
And how does this help us?
I heard that some of the bullywogs, the stupid nobles, found some interesting items from that balloon. Of course, some of them made stupid packs in order to get them. One of which you've probably seen or perhaps seen or heard a woman being cursed forever to find her one true love, and she'll turn back to what she was before.
A bullywug? A bullywug
you're-
was cursed with this?
Yes.
Oh. That seems, I think, maybe more convoluted than whatever we were planning with the illusion. Why don't we just take your glaive? If you set it as a
That's
weapon you will
true.
not relinquish, we could say we defeated you and took it.
Perhaps. Yes. It was a thought.
This is all very tiring. Peepee, why don't you decide what we should do? And perhaps maybe choose not to mutilate our new ally? The fact that you are thinking about this is worrying to me.
The unit is unsure of what to do. To perform the spectacle but not have a backup plan is worrisome, causing a uproar in the peace and chaos. This unit would like to let both go. Although this one does not condone the acts of terrorism the Frog has performed, this unit does not also agree with the current king's rule.
Is not standing against a tyrant not terrorism but patriotism?
The acts performed endangered many and disrupt the peace. It is a clear violation of the protocols I serve.
In that you are right, yes.
This unit will abide by the decisions of the group. This unit merely offered a suggestion.
See Fee just walks over and sits down against the wall.
The rest of you are overhearing this. Do you have anything you would like to say or share, or anything that you would like to do at this time?
Gek, would you like to make a new friend?
Sorcerer, can you hide her in with the ass potato and we can snuggle her out that way?
We lost potato at least 2 sessions ago.
So you've got room.
Oh, salty, that setup. Oh, man.
Maybe. Work out the details later.
Get in the leotard! Come on!
The leotard of holding.
King will never look there.
Talk about literal asshole then.
Just one limb hanging out. Your Majesty, look, I ate her. She's dead.
Unless you wish to go in and take a look. Waggles eyebrows suggestively.
Best idea we've come up with so far.
There's a minor illusion of the potato to make it look like a limb. That's what's sticking out, is the illusion.
Mm-hmm.
Gek, do you have any thoughts?
He has the same thoughts he always has.
Head empty. Must eat bugs.
He's just gorging himself on bugs.
Gek, roll me a perception check, please.
And then a constitution save for how many bugs you have eaten until you burst.
Oh no.
Yes.
You indeed find some bugs, and some of them are kind of off-putting as they kind of leave a little zap in your mouth. Oh wait, that wasn't a bug. That was a stray bolt of lightning. I'm kidding.
Gigajoules of
lightning bug.
voltage, just stray bolts of lightning.
It was a lightning bug, literally filled with lightning.
No, you find some lightning bugs and some mosquitoes and some little beetles scrolling around.
Oh, now he's glowing on the inside.
Just like he does on the outside.
But Yanara, do you have anything you want to say? Reina? Did she fall asleep? Uh-oh, did we lose Reina?
How close is that hurricane over to?
West Virginia? I think it was like touching the lower half of it.
Internet data center, go bloop.
Or unless she did fall asleep.
Maybe the companion animals have distracted her. Oh, dog.
That's true.
Oh, also true. Yeah.
Well, it's a thought. We can probably take this is probably a good stopping point and